Hello and welcome to Art, Creativity, and Wellbeing. This is the show where we are always working to help you see what happens when you bring as much care for yourself as you do for others. Welcome, welcome. I am Kay Lock Cope. I am a coach and a creator, and I'm so glad that you are here on the journey with me. We are doing some very super short episodes as December unfolds. December for many folks is a time when there's less opportunity than usual, shall we say, for self-care. And as a result, we can feel depleted in these times when we're supposed to feel, amazing and joyful. And let's the invitation really, I think, in these is to just try one small reset or one new idea that may not have occurred to you before that can just bring a little moment of peace or grace or understanding or inspiration or hope. And once we have that, it's really interesting because a lot of times, uh, well, all the time, in my experience, what we focus on grows. So, focusing on something that will bring us hope or peace or inspiration or comfort or any of those other things can bring can be the beginning of more of that. And it doesn't have to be, there's nothing really to do to manufacture that. It's more really about being here and opening to the possibility that hope is possible, that inspiration or comfort, etc., that those things are possible even even in intense moments, even in December. And today's is really something to keep in mind. It is so just for context, in my coaching work, what I've been noticing as December has unfolded is the ways that we're often seeing people in December or in the last months of the year that we don't spend a lot of time with otherwise. There can be pressure around holidays. There can be pressure around family time, and it doesn't always bring out the best in people, whether those are, our very young children who are out of routine or yeah, or it's us or it's you know, our loved ones, somebody not being well in the sense of like being able to feel rested or okay. Um, that can show up in some harsh feeling ways. And I very intentionally use the words harsh feeling because how they're received, you know, can sometimes be amplified based on who that person is or the past. It can feel very something that can. I was actually in a conversation recently where something that my client put forward as something really hard for them could be seen in a different light as interpreted in other ways. And so that's possible, right? Um, but that's not our work today. Like I think really the work is to be able to recognize and repeat to ourselves a phrase or an expression when something that's coming at us is feeling really loud or uncomfortable or mean-spirited. Whether it's meant that way or not, it's how we receive it and how we interpret it that kind of makes a difference. And one thing that has, been very helpful, not just for me, but for those that I work with, is to remember a four-word phrase. And the four words are hurt people, right? I'll say it again. Hurt people. And when we can remember that the person in front of us who is saying something, for example, hurtful, that what's happening inside of them is their feelings of hurt. It can shift something for us. It can, I know for myself, it often has me able to be curious about what's going on for them that they would say that, like, or do that. Is there something that's not right in their world? And then I don't have to do anything to make it right. That's on them, right? What I can do is I can say, "Oh, I understand. This is not about me." I can just mentally, internally say that, and I can remember that whatever's happening for that person, even if they're saying it's about me, it is definitely not about me. It never is. And the same is true for us, right? So if we're feeling hurt, we often the what we I think what happens in our environment or in our society is there's a lot of encouragement to give back that hurt and to build on it. At least that is if I look at oh my goodness, if I look at pop culture or books or movies or music or interactions between people, the news, right? It's pervasive, this idea that like that when someone feels hurt, that we then feel hurt and hit back, right? And that doesn't feel good inside either, because we're already not feeling good. So I think a way that I've also heard this said or expressed is that when people feel good inside, we do good things. And when people feel bad inside, we do bad things. And that can be, anything from something really intense or aggressive to like outwardly intense or aggressive to, in my case, it was very often sort of eating a whole jar of Nutella. Like that was what I would do that was very bad for me. And I did that because I felt bad. So feeling better, feeling good means not doing things that feel bad. And and really the self-care practice for today that I'm inviting is when we hear or experience kind of hurt coming at us to be curious about like what's going on for that person. Are they hurting? Is that why they're is that why they're coming, their energy is showing up this way? Sometimes we are the they. And as we can to be able to express compassion or not even necessarily express it, but feel our heart going out to them or our heart going out to ourselves when we say or do something that is coming from a hurt place. That's it. Remembering that hurt people and cultivating not a doing as a result of that, but more an understanding and a curiosity about what that person's going through, a letting go of the need to do anything, first of all, but second of all, a letting go of feeling hurt. Because the more we can do that, the better we are at not feeling hurt and thus doing good things or feeling okay. So that's today. I hope it's helpful. It's been very, very helpful in my life. I can tell you. And I've seen it be helpful for clients as well. So hopefully it will be helpful for you too. I have a couple things to share. The first is a question. So my question is this you? Like, do these words sound like you? I love good company and space to take a breath. I am not perfect, and I am open to living a good life. If that's you, we are banding together, so come and play. I have created a community, a group community called Dreamers and Doers, which is so for enjoying good company, growing in ways that feel healthy and joyful, um, showing up just as ourselves, and um, being open to living a good life and enjoying good company. So if that's you, there's a link in the show notes to see and read more about it. This community is it's something that's I founded in August and have been growing ever since. And the members, the people who are showing up, are just absolutely amazing. And if that's you, come and play, come and join us. The price is going up on the 1st of January. So the 31st of December 2025 is the last day that it will be at the current rate. So if you want to come and join us, check it out. And we will be very, very excited to welcome you into Dreamers and Doers. And then the last thing is, I wanted to share, this feels quite vulnerable because what I'm also doing is sharing in the newsletter posts. So for example, in other words, if you get this into your inbox, you also are able to see this image that I'm about to describe. There has been a name change. I've chosen to change the name of my forthcoming book. So the original name that I thought of was How It Feels to Be a Millionaire and 11 Other Mindset Games for Fun and Profit. And I wrote a chapter. So every month I write a chapter of this book, and I share it with those who support me in my newsletter platform, which is called Substack. And I wrote the one I wrote last month was called Hug Yourself. And I in the writing of this and then in the responses that I've gotten back from people as they played that mindset game, just have me, it's just such a fun little reset. Someone shared that they sort of giggled as they did it. They laughed at themselves while they were doing the hug yourself mindset game. And then they were like, and it really actually helped. So it's just kind of fun. And I thought, I love that concept. So the book is now called Hug Yourself and 11 Other Mindset Games for Enjoyment and Abundance. And as I said, I share a chapter of this book out into for the people who support me and my work, my writing in Substack, and uh, I I'm sharing for everyone for everyone who's getting this post um, the picture. So I've just had a book cover, the first of probably a couple, maybe three book covers that I'm having made up to really bring this book into reality. It just felt like it was time. I've probably been writing it now for 4 or 5 months, and I I so enjoy sort of looking back on what happened, having envisioned the best sort of possible outcome or result. And this book cover feels like a very fun uh, stepping stone. I'm not sure if it will end up being the actual finished book cover. It might. Maybe what I'll do is ask my subscribers to vote on that. We'll see. Um, but anyway, there is a book cover in this post in Substack, and if you received this into your inbox, it's there as well. I'd love your thoughts. It's exciting to sort of take that step and make this book um, be a reality, become into reality. So thank you for all of your support along the way. If you would like to um, receive posts or podcast episodes directly into your inbox, then it's the same place where you would go to support my work as where you would go to subscribe for free, and then these posts show up for you. Um, and that is klockculp.substack.com. Link is in the show notes. Um, yeah. Love, gratitude, um, inspiration. Those are the things that I'm feeling today in this space with you in a Just You and Me episode. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm wishing for you a wonderful December, wonderful rest of December, and a wonderful, wonderful 2026. I'm keeping these going through 2025, and then into 2026. My decision is to continue on a weekly basis. I'm having a lot of fun bringing you stuff, and I am hearing back that it's special. So that makes me really happy. Best wishes for you, and we will see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.